emu du pa wasasi we so a political power. Emu du ankasa very overriding and very overreaching. But the interesting aspect of it is sa political power near nema me, you know, it will either make you or make you. And do back abra Kwame Nkrumah every UK eba Ghana abra oye ne law we ya na oba Ghana no. He was nobody. But oba ya obenya political power enam the other year you know, he became somebody.
Yeah.
So the political power made Kwame Nkrumah. Before Akufo-Addo be president, we were made to believe say he was somebody. But onya power no, or the defame no hold to the sense that he has become nobody. So far as this whole political destiny is concerned. So a chance so we need political power. Now kwanya before so be use no, and the determine the kind of legacy and the kind of name you make for yourself.
Yeah.
Prior to the election, Adeba Kwana Ghana for nyina ye kan ho asem ye galamsey. For the first time in the history of this country, na ye kwaye election and na economy and leading the conversation, but it was galamsey. A chira how destructive it was at the time.
Yeah.
And the criminal negligence on the part of the government of the day say obeye bibia found to the extent that there were reports man for evidence a good president and him all that he needed to do was to act on it. But at the top of all this evidence, you know, yet now say not law making the press giving the president power to use his own personal discretion to award forest reserve to individuals or more mining in this forest way. There were a lot of criminal activities and perpetrated. So elections, no course of President Mahama Baye, the focus was on Galamsey because that was the leading conversation.
Yes.
But you see, transition a very it goes slow. People wanted to see some drastic measures via buying a take, but the government was in transition. I felt the government in the form, so that form no, and others will But I can tell you, sir, this past week we will be at war reservations so far as the fight against Galamsey is concerned. I think the government has demonstrated enough commitment within this week, saying they are really ready in the fight against corrupt this Galamsey thing. And I wish, say, that particular way, no, because you see, it's one thing that is going to make or make the president, so far as his legacy is concerned, because your friend is a Ghana for our much interest. There's one subject that people in academia and stuff involved because our destinies are on the line. So I'm expecting that these measures are buying a take here or go after this Galamsey, you know, will not just end there. Debbie, with this Akonta Mines, there has been a lot of investigation reporting as far as demonstrating clearly the involvement of this company in mining, especially our forest reserve. And then there is a video that is making rounds. I will be a documentary. Capture how destructive this company has been in these areas. I must say forest reserve and so forth. When the minister did the press conference, I say we're revoking lands. For me, that is not enough. These people are criminals, and they should be telling to, or they should be talking to us measures are prosecuting these individuals because the level of distraction are causing. We can't just say you're revoking licenses, and then it ends there. Yes, it's good. Some people have been arrested, but you see, there be a Akonta mining site. Nipa no mu guam na mo mutu no. Omo ko baade o. E poverty na so mo. Yeah. E no omo we into sa nema no. E do ko chi sa nkrofo na you are not resolving Galamsey. That is why from Rollins Pennsylvania na soldier for ko nwuram ye chase amanfo because who chase you the following day they will come. But the owners nankasa the campaigns, you know, are highly connected individuals, just like my brother said. And these are people who should be going after. For instance, Okwa ground na excavator si hwa. Uchi excavator abachi nipa. Do you know why? No. Because excavator no owner. Chances number no tracer, you know the owner and whoever company crana or rent it out. You can follow the trade to know who and who rented that particular thing. So you trace to the real owners of these things. And I think that with the excavator bed 31 and ano omakwachi omunyusu those strategy to get to the core individuals now we are responsible for this destructive behavior your mining your lands and say because these people are determined. For them it is not some kind of a vocational, it's a full-time vocation they've employed. Say this is what they will do. And on top of that, I'm also expecting say government will do everything to ensure say JB ye mineral regime no da bia meka asem we some re-engineering be because so na Ghana atimia take the full ownership of our mineral destiny because we cannot be owning tons of resources then foreign companies will come and mine and they'll give us royalties. No, it doesn't make sense at this present time. You understand? Because this time, you know, the resources we have, you know, say you're building the necessary infrastructure and then as a foreign. Trust me, it can take care of the people here. But people are benefiting, external people making money, and not cry they go no mutua. What time money in the cop, including not here, and the Chinese are coming. I'm happy the minister said. Some of the Chinese people are going to be prosecuted because defeated the earlier Niama Nanam Krum say, Yachi Chinese if I deport you more, Yansabende will move Chinese in a deport, no Nagan and Idewa Jelino. Does it make sense? So I think that foreigners now, or Moka Hununino, must be prosecuted. Magana for Hunen Savo as deterrent to Obise Galamse. Indeed, government is ready. Now again, Yebi, Oko in the past. Announce a investigation. Yeah. Dr. Frimpong Watson a investigation. Adding a report to buy. These are criminal reporter. There is no expiry date in some of these things. I want government to revisit these issues. Are you sitting as for someone that's in them Kruma? Yeah. What Johnny or Baba? Okay. Oh, and you can try people in absentia. Of course. Yes, it's a big deal. And then yes. We can try you in absentia. So I don't quite way. We need to go after these individuals. As our binary term in that era is gone. No. Professor Frimpong Watson can be a key witness to Niama Ehape. Government needs to collaborate with him, get that particular evidence, and make sure that we follow through. And every single person in the past, involved in Galamsey, we bring these people to justice. Because it cannot just happen, say that chapter and you are close to, then we are moving forward. And then the same people are the MPP from Penin for and other people within the media are bold enough to sit on public and they are criticizing John Mahama, say he's not fighting Galamsey. When you had 8 good years, the president Akonta Mining and Nema Adimu Yefense illegal and I said all pretty. The same person was clear, just like my brother said. Your first Koforudia, or Kushia Bishop, and a president who use the platform, no Casio, Akonta Mining, Yanya Bibia. But this is a company that is in the forest. Manasa Koya investigation and several other reports came. Indicating that indeed the guy was in mining. Illegal miner, all costs in our forest reserve, as a forum, and every much crew our forest reserve. So I think that you see, our approach and our effort in dealing with this thing must be ruthless. It doesn't matter Nipani NDC and MPP ni. All we know is that we want to preserve our forest and going forward, you know, JB. Negotiate friend is saying lands and as for instance that the mine why and government want to take over now. Nationalize all the assets. The resources be here BR. Let us go out there, get that particular service to come and work for us. I know the day we own the resources. And again, this minor mining now you leave it to individuals. No? Government must begin to form companies. Now you're training individuals. They will be in charge at the back of these individuals, and they can employ young people to go into some of these mining areas. Now so that mining will be responsible mining, not those kind of winner yehua. Yes, sense as a for no, it doesn't make sense. So for me, I think that this effort as shall say must be renewed. And these criminals over the years, we used to Galamsey. And unfortunately for us, you know, Galamsey no more munyo musikala. They come into the political space.
But the irony is that Akonta Mining over the years, I think the first Mahama government was a Tamils government, one of them. Okay. The excavators cry, yeah. Then came another Dago Akufo-Addo. Or the judgment them.
Yes.
Why are we reducing politics to this level where political differences do not matter irrespective of the judgment that goes in years back?
Yes, that is why the quality of men we put in leadership position. And I make about Galamsey, and Galamsey, I'm making it possible for a lot of idiots to win political power because of money. So such person who is not thinking about Niama Wogini, he's thinking about personal interest, the interest of his affiliate, friends, and then as a forum. But the core decisions that we need to make are our far-reaching consequences and impact in a positive on the fortunes of this country. They will not take it because Akonta Mining, illegal at the time. Now you're confiscating the Nema, now you're The same company was liberated because MPP was in power, and it was giving full access. This time, not just mining areas or forest reserve.
Or Tombi.
Yes. Forest reserve no afane dia otunu na osan ton bi ma manfo oton we are yes oje 250 gram every way bi abia gold oje gold o any dollars what man in dollars we no every month bi na oje gold 250 gram and your business now you think the president was not in the know national security will be a who's name or so I think there is me I don't want to mention names they are irrelevant. These are key people must say your name. It doesn't matter who they are. I think that the state must be ruthless. My can't say we a state. You cannot be merciful. You cannot show weakness. We need to demonstrate to the people of this country that government is fully in charge. And in things like this, not why you'll be scared venturing into some of these arenas. We need to make Galam say a high risk venture for China and but if we create a weak environment, these people will be importing these Chinese. They come with highly sophisticated equipment. They poison our soil, poison our water bodies. They destroy everything. At the end of the day, they take monies and they go away. Right. You know, China, they are building gold reserve because they are shifting from the reliance on the offense a US dollar because of what is going on at the geopolitical arena. We Poland through the whole world up a country back auto gold in the year is China because the central bank is behind it. They want to build a huge gold reserve when the Western world crypto they want your friends gold. That is why they've liberated these people who are more. Don't think that they are individuals. Because China is a communist state. Every company that comes here is operating at the instructions of the Chinese government. Asemba, they will get their backing. It's the reason why they forced Ghanaian government at the time, to deport individuals as Omoko jail. Because the government is behind it. We are talking about a communist state. So I think these are red lines that we need to look at as people. Now you protect young Kasaya dear. Now you BM na you greedy dear. Trust me, we would never get anywhere.
Alright, but that's it. Maminda Ivan Asina me enche me bani ya ECG system no so. But as usual, me start free Dr. Sanuya ye hono mona ya ECG. But that's not no me fast that kese from Shedrack Amono Enterprise. Anka to say make sure say brother soye na fe ono endili bibia opibia no fa brother soye na fe ono ebe dili na bibia so tumi akoye. Now so doctor my membra will hono bi na me hwe what is happening to ECG? The doom so is getting too much.
Of course enter the kan no Ghana ni bia wo ho kwan say Oma ne how a dead because if you are ECG bills and to be out who say at a point in time or GD say the light ma or come
absolutely
we are no more in an era okay say doom lights you can suffer timetable but it's a your timetable we the NDC government we work at the pleasure of the people of Ghana. Ghana food in a year you tell inside the energy sector no because of how it was managed in the last 8 years, it's facing a lot of difficulties.
I see.
Free Abaimu in 2016, not a car ECG, the whole energy sector day was about 8 billion. And I'm not because it's about 70 billion.
Is it US dollars or Ghana cedis?
Ghana cedis. Sikampa, they tofang, won't poor power plant in Munaya power. Yabai being a day, Binio. And so there are major challenges in the energy sector. Of course, Ghana have every right. They have every obligation. So demand. They say I buy any. I don't think NDC I buy. But I want to say I buy NDC one. There are significant investments in the energy sector. Atomo gas plants.
Yeah, sure.
Asobli phase 2 near the buy car power and Mary water we need a lot of things. Yes, I create ESLA Energy Sector Levy Act Menoka say a generating 45 billion Ghana cedis. New year corona a car Ghana day only 8 billion. Ubieja 45 billion. A car 8 billion. What is 45 billion as I could 170 billion account. I should tell you how the energy sector was managed. Almost we kept the lights on. Only the normal way. They be no free oil carry forward. Now can economy. But the major issue about the management of the energy sector, they don't do it. Enti yaba Ghana for yesremu. There are major difficulties. At the same year, solve it doom so before 2015. No? We are still putting in place measures to solve it. But doomso has been lingering around, just that people are not honest. But I want to promise them. I said the government of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Yabano. It said ye buy ye how are Ghana for the drone ye buy a betting tax na emebunu kanwasem ye year for one. Ye buy 11 no more kanwasem ye year for ye buy a 1.5% withholding tax on all refined gold ye year for and a host of taxes are not a Ghana for ye year for and a gradual process. The energy sector difficulties have no. I can promise Ghana for say ye de chishepa egu akwamwa in only a few weeks or a few months. Sanema will not to be tra. Indeed, we are currently
the previous government bought so whole energy sector. Is it legitimate? Or you are still looking into it?
Oh, of course, majority of them we are still looking into it. Now say you say Omako Kraniema Abagana Niema they will need in the next 10 years. Niema will be here in the next 10 years. So to me once so Niema no so say in the next 5 years. Until by the time I next year 10 years we do not Niema na ide.
I said that.
Sanema we na a procurement or more year in the last 8 years and a car to Ghana so.
And Niema no be here the year Jumano. Or make here Niema in the next 10 years. And Omako Koton Niema na no so be expire the next 5 years. And Niema na be good Ghana.
And 20 years old plans and
say or general the cat. And Niema no so be good or no so. Yanom so atom.
So those ones are they legitimate or there's something?
I say I don't they have the right to do procurement from my but say
appropriate.
What measure ben the com? What was the need assessment and also motor? We don't know. Investigations are still going on. But the point I want to make to Ghana for the say, Moana Matuaba, Anna, my GD say, NDC abai, better than an MPP regime. Yaba. It said ye no maybe a chemono in the energy sector. No, ye best say Jessica to war and the Tuya Yamuka. Na energy sector na so kai say asogile ne other power plants no mutimi dum omo plant.
Yeah, sure.
Because of a car na Ghana de omo nyaye because a car ye tuya na kakra. In fact, now it is better because omo will say NDC aban we are a little we are modest. And na ye can ye de ose yo nti omo ogidie e woyemu. And as adum so nkete ya esi it has been happening in the last 8 years. Except that Ghana for have a higher expectation for the government because they know say we have done it before.
So when are you going to fix it?
Very soon. Very
How soon?
In fact, there are some places what is actually happening and load shedding. Some of them, to be very honest with you, but some of them, to be very honest with you.
And people are also claiming, say even some of the MPP members are claiming, say yes, but MPP members for said the current ECG boss do not share the same ideology with what President Mahama wore. And for that matter, you should look for somebody on the share the same ideology or equally fit enough.
Yes, I agree with Obia or expressing a view on the matter. The point is that President Mahama Obai, he's one president why an appointment very early. And gradually some of these appointments are now being done and some of the terminations are going on. The NDC and the people of Ghana should rest assured that President Mahama, he has been in this game for a very long time. When the president 4 years, our opposition 8 years and Saba. He is by far one of the most experienced politicians and leaders you will ever get. And it is a bibinina the audience said I was a President Mahama and Onyeya Numuso Cheope. Now President Mama will do it. And ti dum so ne electricity hu sensema abai. Me Ghana fobo.
Okay.
Say the matter will be solved and will be solved amicably. Ama Ghana for nyina ani age say you da ba amoto something ko to ye no anye kwa. Yesre Ghana for nyina say oyawo ne akona na omu come because of the ekosi mo fa che.
All right.
And until amato abama
very well.
We work at your pleasure. ɛyɛ mumunti ɛna yɛte a yɛyɛ adwuma yɛde nhyehyɛ pa egu akwemu sɛ saa problem na yɛbɛ solve.
All right, Lucius mbrɛmu na
omunyam da ase dunso enketenkete a nansan yehu me gidi sɛ Ghana ni bia obeka ho asɛm sɛ o ya dum kania odika patriotic ase because nipa de sɛ ɔwɔ aban na aban no yɛ aban a utie na utimi gyawo ma woyɛ den ɔka de ɔpa ɛboa ma amamu yɛ den egina anka ne aban a atwam na yɛnhu bi saa nsɛm bi ɔkora na ne ka no ɛden na of course sɛ wohwɛ dunson kitenkete a na nsan yehuhu a because na no sɛ na me wo convention ase ni bedum kania ahu anumre nti ema eye
discotheque kakra
ati ase nti na ha adwen however no ne yehu eni untimu emfa sobo no nyina emmo ayi NGC aban patwa wati ase
eye no na Ghana for pe o
ai minimpa minimun say afi ne aban hiaba enti se o sorry na se nyema bi koso na wonhu se ekoso a emu ya na mom se ohun se aban no nso no o de nyema egu akwan mu se ne be ya nyema betimi ade ebetimi ayekama to se ne na menua eka bibi about nyema akoso ECG se betimi koto mfidi a benhia ahu nyema bi anabɛyɛ no na yɛbɛbɔtɔ mu nko ana nabɛdwen enti ɛkɔtia a ɔman no because of say na akakra ma yato abanti no na akwa te sɛ bɛsoso ho because na nsɛn bi nsɛm a mete yɛ about sɛ bɛkra nyema bi ha bɛ contract will be sɛ ɔnkɔ fa nyema mra nipa no nyema a ɔde bɛba no nyinaa no ne contract no end wɔ port ho no se bebe clear no so no ye ECG for asem what you see enso bebe timi so agya ECG betimi agya aniema no wo hono ma ama dimoreja ka niema no na fe de nipa na ono kofa ade no baaye no wasen afa akiri no wasen akwa den wakoto no wasen abeton de ama ECG bi what you see enti yesika na be den be hwe ayi ofrensen ameri ni ye bede ko kumase one e kosi o man $36 million from ayu adwe the free tech kura ba Ghana net none boys
I said $4 million or something
enti no say wo de ade free tech e ba Ghana na say around 4 million now I think say na 3.6 million
yeah almost 4 million
almost 4 million
yeah
na odi ade no nam Ghana haikeke eno no timi cost $36 million so you see MPP for adi in samone kese aja ho na enye one day affair yemtimi mfa one day pe enye na mom say ye cancel dia yedika what you say enti mi gidie say senior president mama committed say odi ayi obeye Ghana yi no mi gidie say free sabrewi koye no sa ECG nsensem niema ewo ho no ma ema ase kania no entimu ngina so no ebe solve what you say
yeah
enti no niema ka kire Ghana fo nyina say yenye den yenya twen honhom kakra what you say
okay
say yenya twen honhom kakra me gidie say kasa na dia sometimes emu ya ebi ni say na me kasa mu convention ase abedum kanie what you say anti no ebi o ha no so eye bibi a ebi akra me kan say convention dia kra obi o ha na ne dia na oye no ewo financial returns bi so team meet certain demands bi ne nasefo na yadum kania ebia ono nso any alternative generator bi anase plant bia wo hono or rely on only ayi men kan say ECG anase ayi entino emu ya nipa no kan odi say oyeden oka but me gidie say yenya kan honhom kakra senior president mama I committed no obesolve.
But Ivan, so if you say if there's something fishery, I also ECG, I do so neighbor.